Welcome back to another episode of Sailing into the Mystic. In this episode, we take the next step in preparing the Mystic for our upcoming trip to Catalina Island and head to Long Beach to visit a well-loved location for local sailors. We also return to our quest to help get our first boat, at Reposado, running again, as we all know that in the world of sailing, sailors always extend a helping hand to a fellow sailor.
What's up, peeps? They're in YouTube land. Welcome back, friends, to another exciting episode.
And a long-ass drive back from Minnie's, Long Beach.
Yes, Minnie's is a great place. Those of you in Southern California with a sailboat, go check out Minnie's in Long Beach.
They're not West Marine prices. We like that. So we picked up, what did we pick up? We picked up, starting yesterday.
Okay, starting yesterday, a beautiful used spinnaker.
Yes.
So that's one of their specialties, is selling used sails in all kinds of different sails, all kinds of different shapes and conditions, and yeah, they have a huge selection. So just people call, tell them what you got, what you want. Let's see if they got it.
So I have a 50-foot asymmetrical spinnaker.
Got a spinnaker, and we got some like blocks, shackles and stuff to go with, and lots of lines. We got two different
400 feet of line.
Yeah, we need to replace the one for our head sail, so we got a line for that, and then got a line for the spinnaker, which we might try and use as a dedicated line. We also need we need to get the halyard.
Yeah, we should have got that.
Supposed to pick that up today. Forgot.
Well, I guess part of this, what we got now, we'll use.
Yeah, we took up our old sails. We had a bunch of old sails in the back room of the house, and we're gonna start cleaning out the
One
house.
was real nice.
Yeah, and I made him give it up.
Yeah.
So got a little bit of money back for that. Even after, and we picked up a water maker.
Yeah. So it's a used water maker that needs some work. They're missing some parts here and there, but they made us a really good deal. So excited to see if we can get that back going again.
Little project for very little money. We'll see if we can get one going.
Yeah.
If we get it going, that'll save us.
I like those kind of projects.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a gamble, but it's if it works, if it goes together, we think it will.
Yeah, I think I'll get it going.
Because we found the ad for it. For whoever sold it to Minnie's, was trying to sell it on Craigslist, and it was still up. And we know it's the same one because it had the same marks on it, stains and stuff. And they said on that ad, and everything worked except for this one stop button. So if that's the case, we can deal with the stop button issue or fix it.
So I need to get the membranes,
The filters,
and then just some basic lines and hookup stuff. So I want to really study the installation manual, and I got to put power to it. Looks like it's a 110 system. So it'll just be fun going through it, making sure it works right, getting the rest of the parts for it.
Cool. Successful trip.
We're gonna go to our first sailboat, Mystic 1, I guess, and the one we sold. We ended up selling it to a guy he's become a great friend, and we're helping him do some stuff on it today, which should be the last few little touches we need to start the motor, and then take it a little cruise around the bay, just a motor cruise around the bay, test the motor out.
He's nervous. He's a new sailor, basically, and the guy's been slowly updating the boat in all the ways that we haven't yet. He did new rigging, and
He did all the ball valves and everything.
yeah. So today
We're going to convert the points ignition to the electronic ignition, the Petronics, which is really good. Put that on there, and then just he put a new choke cable on it, so I just want to adjust the choke cable, and then we'll start it up for the first time and dial in the timing and dial it all in, and then maybe see how it goes in and out of gear. If everything seems nice and reliable, if it starts and stops when we want it to, then we'll pull it off the anchor ball, mooring ball, and then
In San Diego Bay.
go cruise around a little bit,
Yeah.
put it to the test. And then we'll have our dinghy on the boat also tied to his boat. So
Just in case.
yeah, just in case if we need a motor back, we can.
So we'll test our dinghy, riding over to his boat, and we'll help him test his boat and have fun with that. We're really excited about seeing this boat moving with sails on the water.
It's a pretty boat.
It's still our first love. Some of you may remember that in episode 23, we did a test ride in the night with the dinghy we are talking about here and had some issues with the motor. The motor we were using was the one that came with the leaking inflatable dinghy that was given to us when we bought the Mystic. That dinghy was ironically called the Last Resort, and since that dinghy was eventually trashed, this motor sat for a while on its side in the backyard. Well, since the last time we tested the dinghy, Tim did some more work to the motor, and we wanted to see how it would do in the open water in San Diego Bay. My God. And this trip to Rob's boat was a perfect opportunity to test it.
All right, so when we first got the boat, we didn't buy it from the owner. We bought it from some other guy that bought it for the trailer. So he didn't really know anything about the boat as far as the history or why it was out of the water or what, was being taken place as far as the motor was in the middle of being worked on, but he had no information at all. So we just had to just kind of look at it and then take off from there. So what I saw then when we first got the boat is the motor wasn't running because a valve in number 4 cylinder was stuck. And we didn't know why, except that, that happens on these boats sometimes. So I had taken up the head off, cleaned everything out, got that valve working again, put the head back on, got the motor running real nice. Like we just figured, okay, it's done, it's fixed. But as we, then we sold the boat, and then Rob did a bunch of great work to the boat in the backyard, our backyard. Then we delivered it, put it in the water. And he was able to run it around a little bit. But fairly quickly, that valve got stuck again. And so lots of testing and lots of investigating. We find that it looks like the exhaust wasn't designed correctly on the last person that to put the exhaust in. There's a riser that goes up that's supposed to go up above the water level, the outside water level, and then there's also a hose that goes in that should go in on the downside of that. And I think it was just a little bit too far towards the turn, and it may have been ingesting some water into the cylinder that way, thus getting that screwing up the valves and making them stick. So what we did is tore apart the motor, the top half of the motor again, inside the boat, took the head off, but then I took the valves out, I took the lifters out, I took the springs out, the keepers, everything, cut new seats on the valves, for the valves, installed new valves, new springs, new lifters, all of that stuff's all brand new. And we also redesigned the exhaust so it would go up higher, clear the water line, and repositioned that one hose, the water hose that cools the exhaust, further away from the turn, and so it's definitely on the downside and angled in a different angle so it will shoot right down. So really eliminating the chance of that ingesting reversion, creating reversion where it sucks it back into the engine. So there's also been a real particular procedure on starting these atomic 4s. So there was a big learning curve on that too. And so with all of that taken care of, all that fixed, that's what today is the culmination of all of that done, and finally going back for the last few things and starting the engine and running it and checking temperature, make sure it doesn't suck any water back in there, making sure we can run it through a couple heat cycles. It'll get warmed up, cool down, and then start up again with no problem, without any kind of hint of valve getting stuck or any water in the cylinder or anything like that. So that's what today's all about.
Got it registered. Not the prettiest thing, but we'll spiff up the seats.
You're talking about beautiful.
Well, we had it all cleaned out inside, and there's all this dirt in here again from sitting in the backyard. Alright, I'm gonna back him in. Hey, it's moving! Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna go park. Busy day. I like to find a parking spot with two empty next door to each other so I can pull in wide and not worry about bumping into anybody. Thank you. Oh, there's one. Alright. Ah,
That's full speed right there, man.
full speed,
That's
huh?
full speed. We're not even playing it.
Well, we're moving and we're dry, so that's good. Downtown San Diego. Coronado Ridge. Honey. Are you out of gas?
Now, keep going.
Rob's boat's in there. Looks like we're going fast, but we're not. I know.
Push back in.
Yeah, turn. There we go.
Well, there was nothing wrong with the other one, except it was short. Dang, it's so frustrating. Do you see any other possibility up there of where it could be binding? Or
Not at all.
It's in a basketball size
Yeah.
loop. You could take out 2 feet would be perfect.
Alright, well then let's take out a foot. So give me full throttle a second. Go ahead and try to start it. Alright, look up. I'm gonna open up your water valve now.
Good.
Check water. You got water?
Yeah.
Idling a little high. Just trying to let it warm up a little bit. Look at that, your RP attack worked. I don't think anything else does. Yeah. I'm gonna try right now. New electronic ignition.
I think we have just decided we're taking it for a little motor spin. We're gonna drag our dinghy behind. You know that'll get us back. Tie his dinghy up at the mooring ball. It's idling nice. All by itself. Lines tangled up.
At least we get an old video.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we free?
Oh shit, we're free.
We're free.
Rob back there at the helm.
Right here.
So it might slam into gear a little harsh because the R's are a little high.
Okay.
Just go for it.
Yeah, it's at 15 right now.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. We're motoring. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than it did, I think.
Look at
You just gotta get the tunes going.
that. Yeah.
then I can't videotape anymore.
We don't have any beer.
Tequila in there.
You know what? That's fitting.
Is it reposado?
Reposado.
Yeah.
Time to open this up.
You can. Yeah, I've got those little cups up there ready for a shot. My buddy Phil gave me this bottle. It was given to him 16, 17 years ago.
Oh my God.
What?
From Mexico.
You sure you want to open it now?
Ready to open it though?
It's the boat Christmas.
What's that?
It's the boat. It's the boat tequila.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. The Reposado.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To a long drink.
To reposado.
Sun and waves and wind.
Woo! Like that.
We can do another little shot.
Yes, we can.
It was probably still sticking on that one valve.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it loose, and I figured, oh, it'll just loosen up the more you drive it. But I'm sure, we were talking about this on the way down here, I'm sure whoever did that exhaust last time, you know, that started that whole problem with the valves.
Yeah.
So, and it took me a while to think about it. Like, why are we still having these problems?
Yeah.
And it had to be that. So, regardless, when we park it tonight, we're going to shut that valve down.
Yeah.
Because we don't want, you know, because they still said waves can still come up and slosh over. So
Yeah. I mean, I think I've got that thing up high enough. I have the cipher valve.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, but still.
it's done as good as it can get.
Yeah.
For
There's
the,
no reason
for the
not-
space
there's no reason not
that's
to.
there.
Yeah.
Yo vivo con todo, no me queda más. Aquí y ahora es cuando no me quedo atrás. No hay vida infinita ni tanto que hablar. No nací con mucho y sí lo voy a usar. Déjame vivir, lo quiero sentir. La vida descubrir, pero la sufrí.
Oh my God, this looks scary.
voy a disfrutarlos con beso y sonrisa. No tengo prejuicios, es una aventura. La vida es de hoy y nunca es segura. Déjame vivir, lo quiero sentir, la vida descubrí, pero la sufrí. Pasen los días, yo no tengo prisa, voy a disfrutarlos con beso y sonrisa. No tengo prejuicios, es una aventura. La vida es de hoy y nunca es segura. Déjame vivir, lo quiero sentir, la vida descubrí. No me queda pero la sufrí. No me queda déjame vivir. Yo vivo con todo. Quiero sentir. No me queda la vida descubrí. Aquí y ahora es pero la sufrí.
Hello, sailing enthusiasts. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We are so close to monetizing. And if you've got something to say, please put it in the comments